Happy Eid-El-Kabir to our Muslim friends and family. Welcome to the show. I am Mariah Afolabi Brown. As always, I have the ladies with me. YK in the building.
Good morning.
YK, the one doing salad. I see how gorgeous you look.
I'm representing him.
You're gorgeous today.
Thank you.
This is such a beautiful outfit. You look amazing.
Thank
This is
you.
not. This is definitely not Baba.
Please don't abuse my tailor.
Okay, sorry. So this is just lovely.
I don't know. I had it. It was about a year ago. I had it made. Well, I was supposed to use it for my in-laws' 50th.
Oh.
But then I realized that it was funky dressing. So I carried it all the way to London.
Oh.
Put it back inside the suitcase.
I didn't have anywhere to wear it.
Anywhere to wear it too.
This is nice.
You know?
Beautiful. How are you doing,
Really
YK?
lovely.
I'm fine. I went to Abuja.
Yes, you did.
How was that?
Oh, we saw the pictures.
Hey, over the weekend.
Please tell us how it
The
was.
air is different.
So, yes. Yes.
The air is different. The stress level is different. They're very. Everybody is cool. Saturday, where everybody is running to party in Lagos. Nobody was going to party on Saturday. No traffic on Saturday.
Are you
I say
sure?
it's a lie. It's a lie.
Are you sure,
We
YK?
rode. In
Went to
fact,
the hotel?
I was very pained that the kind of money that the federal government used in Abuja, they didn't use that same
Kind of money
money
in Lagos.
because Lagos would have been a.
Yeah. Well, you at least had fun. You enjoyed
I did.
yourself.
I did.
Oh,
I want
that's
to go
good.
back.
You want to go back?
yeah.
We should go back
Go
together.
back,
We should
yeah.
have a
You know?
weekend. We should plan a weekend. Friday after the show, let's fly to Abuja, do
Just
something
move on
nice.
Sunday.
Get a nice resort,
We
hang
just
in
even
there.
take Monday off and stay there till Monday.
The show needs to continue.
The show will be
show?
straight from
You can take Monday
Abuja.
off.
Weekend. How you doing, Takwe?
I'm very
I love
good.
this gown. Am I not going to
Yeah.
take it from you?
As in, I have to give a shout out to Atibiola. Atibiola, you know yourself. Thank you
It's beautiful.
for giving me rich auntie vibes. We're still growing the account.
To match the clothing.
Yes, don't be deceived. We have people that have been a blessing. I'm grateful to God. Today, I haven't
It's
had
lovely, actually. Even the shoes.
Very
You can
lovely.
show your
Yes.
shoes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the shoes are nice. Fat feet.
Thank you, YK. I haven't had meat in 4 weeks,
Wow,
5
interesting.
weeks. I haven't had any protein.
Wow.
So today, I'm going to eat ram. So my numbers are everywhere all over social media. Send your address. That's to be a tush party. I want those party where I will be happy to leave my diet just for today. So
But
let me
correct
know.
food.
Yes, correct food. I've
And
not
there's
had
COVID
meat,
protocol.
Why aren't you eating meat?
I'm trying to. I'm dealing with gallstones, so I need to do a
Detox.
cleanse detox. So I had to stay off all protein and take some teas.
For
so
real?
that it would. So I'm going to check myself in 2 months' time to see if it's gone. If not, it was supposed to be surgery. I'm hoping that my herbal remedies would work. So there you have it.
All right. How you doing, Mariam? I
doing
love this
fine,
stuff.
thank you.
Does it have a name?
It doesn't have a name. It's lastminute.com, inspired by YK. I mean, we came in, we talked and I thinking we would just easy breezy day.
And then we saw
Then
YK.
YK just appears, boom. We're like, okay, we need to step it up.
When I saw her in the bathroom, I wanted to fall out. Oh my goodness, YK.
Yeah, you right on there, like, what? Have you seen YK?
I ran into the makeup. I said, guys, you guys have to see YK. You guys have to find something to do what you're wearing.
Yeah, so this is the body chain I'd
Yeah.
worn over my, I had worn
Oh,
inside,
yeah.
so I just took it and put it on top. And well, today being Salah, I want to send Salah greetings to all my friends and family
Right.
in Jos, in Jalingo. I wish you the best of the season. Our friend Nima, of course,
Yes.
and my very good friend Nene, and all the family in Kogi State. My love to every one of you. Enjoy.
Yeah, so that was actually going to also be my own banter this morning. Happy Salah to all our family members. I come from a very strong Muslim family, the Fuja family. So I have happy Salah to Uncle Waidi Fuja. He's the dawn of Masha. And my auntie, Aunt Ramota, and so many other people, my uncles in Abuja, Morenike Basharu,
Yeah.
Lanre Fuja, a whole bunch, Lanre
It's true, I should
Kazim.
send Morenike a
Am
message.
I okay? Lanre Kazim.
I
And
want
about
to
the
go and
others.
eat meat only.
Yeah.
I want to go and eat meat
I'm
just
definitely going to
because-
Morenike's house today, no doubt. I'm arriving at Morenike's
When the
house
captains
first.
don't cook.
But yeah, because of COVID protocols, usually I have the rounds. But because of COVID,
have to
we're
be
not going,
careful.
we're just going to pick one place and just stay calm.
You will still go. You didn't say I will sit in my house. You said you pick one place.
I can't
You
sit
see
in
these
my house
people.
on Salah. That's impossible now. You have to.
You-
Please,
you-
oh.
you
My
need
neighbor
to-
on
you need to know
standard.
people.
You know, interest, let me tell you one joke. my boss in the office gave me a ram because they gave her a ram. And she didn't know what to do with it. She said, Mariel, please, what can I do? I said, don't worry, I'll kill it for you. I'll fry it and I'll bring it over to the office so she can share. So I now brought the ram to the house yesterday. So my husband said, it's not that you brought ram. Our neighbors do not think we have ram. Maybe you can tell them that it's not our ram. So that they won't say they won't give us gift. I said, I go to the house, Joe, the ram is not my own. It's for the office, you. They don't say because you saw ram. You won't give us ram. We don't have ram.
That's full disclosure.
Please. I went to all their houses, Joe. That's oh my God. All right, let's go to a break. When we come back, it's Tuesday and it's Salah, nothing serious. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Right. I'm going to start with the nation. Pilot jumps to safety after bandits bring down the NAF jet. Lawyer, Kanu stopped from UK assistance. Adebayo heads Kwara panel on offer Henry Ile crisis resolution. Eid, President Lawan Bajabia Mila Tinubu greet Nigerians. Olubadan disowns chief's attack on Makinde. Lagos loses 4 to COVID-19 in 4 days. Adebayo heads Kwara panel on offer Henry Ile crisis resolution. All right, let's take a major headline. The pilot.
Yes, so on Sunday, this happened on Sunday, and this gallant pilot of the Nigerian Air Force had just finished. They said he had gone on a mission, and it was a successful mission. But on his way back, he faced gunfire from bandits on ground, and he was shot down. Luckily, fortunately, this story ended well because he ejected himself from the plane and then, hid in the bushes. They said he was able to use his phone to navigate himself back to base. The Air Force was aware that the plane had been shot down, and of course, I'm sure quite relieved and happy that he was safe. And the president has also used this opportunity to direct the Northwest governors to end banditry in their zone. So we thank God this story did not completely end inside the news. Yes.
So for me, I don't say any. You can't call a group of people that shoots down an aircraft belonging to the Air Force bandits. Those are terrorists.
Yes,
if you can use a rocket launcher and shoot down the sovereign nation's Air Force, that would have ended the life of a young person in that way, you're not a bandit. There's no banditry in this matter. This is terrorism within our country. And we must call it what it is.
Because I read the story in Vanguard, and the former DSS boss, Barrister Mike Ejiofor, he said that it is disturbing. He said that the bandits, in quotes, bandits have acquired the
rocket launcher.
The ammunition.
Yes,
to be able to shoot down an Air Force thing. It's very disturbing. He said it's another one. Let me try and get that one's name. I said that.
The guys are negotiating with?
These are terrorists.
No, a retired Army General also said that this is no more, that when you have to bring in the Army and the Navy to fight bandits, it's no more banditry.
Yes,
it's a war.
Yeah.
When you have to bring in the Army, it is war.
Yeah.
Okay,
I wanted to take the Nnamdi Kanu story. His lawyer, Aloy Ejimakor. You have that story? Please go ahead.
Well. Okay, so Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer had to put on his Facebook page that Nnamdi Kanu was not allowed to sign contracts that would allow him receive diplomatic interventions from the United Kingdom. Said this is not right. It is not fair. It's not fair play. Because he said that he tried to get Nnamdi Kanu to sign, and the DSS stopped him. This signatory would have been on 2 forms that would give consent to the consular and diplomatic intervention by the United Kingdom and the High Commission in Nigeria. He wasn't allowed to sign it, and the lawyer is calling out the government on this.
He also said that the lawyers, that the DSS, when they dropped the paper with the DSS people, they seemed okay. But obviously the legal part of the DSS had now said no. Because it was as if it was going to be able to sign it.
Okay, moving on to The Punch. Delta variant, experts warn as FG begins campaign for 49,950 core members. Yoruba Nation rally autopsy faults police claim. Says sales girl was shot. Stop manhunt for Igboho. Release loyalist. OPC tells Buhari. Oyo Dam releases water. September-October agency wants flood-prone residents. AMCON recovers 1.4 trillion naira. Says 350 chronic debtors owe 2 trillion. Rescued NAF pilots returns with rousing welcome. And oil plunges to $68. Nigeria seeks increased production quota. The major headline, Mariam.
Yes, I have it. So NYC, the next batch is about to start, the exercise. So they're going to camp towards the end of this month, July 27th to August. That's usually about 3 weeks. So they'll be there for 3 weeks. And each camp normally will take about 1,200 to 1,500 core members. So, of course, in our present climate with COVID, the questions, people are asking the questions, how do you make sure these people, core members are safe and there's no further spread of COVID-19? NYC is assuring us that they are working together with NCNC to make sure that only those who have been tested and are negative can join the camp activities, and testing will be done consistently. I even got, information that based on what the last batch did, that there were enough test kits to test people every time they left the camp and had to come back. So that's good news to know that this is being done. I mean, this is now like our new reality, and we need to find ways to make sure that we're still able to do what we're meant to do while living in.
And the autopsy report of the girl, Olajumoke, that was shot at the
rally,
the Yoruba Nation's rally, has come out that it was actually a bullet. So the police lied to us by saying it's a stab wound. That's it wasn't a stab wound. It was, and that the body had been there for 2 days before they got there. It happened there, and it was a bullet wound. So Femi Falana's officer asking the police to produce the bullet because they couldn't find the bullet. The autopsy report didn't find the bullet in
So they took out the bullet?
Is it possible?
They took out the bullet. Wow. Yeah, because they didn't release the body for 2 days.
Maybe could have gone through her.
They didn't release the body for 2 days.
Oh, wow.
They kept the body.
Yeah, so
the Femi Falana's officer is saying so that they can even check the bullet to see where the bullet came from.
It's not good that the office of the Nigerian police force should be caught in such a lie. You had the body for 2 days. You knew what it was.
When they tell you
just say what the truth is.
Let me not say what comes to my mind now. Let me just go back to my papers. AMCON, it's quite sad that out of 200 million Nigerians, 7,901, I think, people are outstanding obligators to the federal government to the tune of 3.1 trillion naira. Of this 7,902, only 350 alone owe 2.05 trillion naira.
Trillion.
So we are our own problem. We are actually our own problem. So you go to the bank, you get this money, you use your business, and you don't pay back. And then we have to now start chasing you to pay back. So this is quite disheartening. And I hope that AMCON is doing everything they can to engage the other various agencies to ensure they get back the money from these people. And CBN is not taking this lightly either. That was just really much the story. Another story?
As we are planning to celebrate the Commissioner for Health in Lagos State, Professor Akin Abayomi, disclosed on his Facebook page that 4 people in the last 4 days between July 14 and July 17 were confirmed to have been, the deaths related to COVID, and that the cases is on the rise. They are COVID-related, bringing the total COVID-related mortality to 364 within the state, and there are over 1,000 active cases of COVID. It is not Uhuru yet. We still have a pandemic on our hands within Lagos, so let's be careful.
So only one have died, or 4?
4
people have
died in 4 days.
In 4 days.
4 died in 4 days.
Okay, let's go on a break. When we return, we continue with the review. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Hey, Grandma! Mommy, Daddy, Grandma is here! Thank goodness. Now that Grandma is here, I can take my leave. My flight is in 2 hours, honey. You know how the traffic is.
But honey, you still need to drop me off at the hospital.
Oh, not to worry, honey. That has been settled. I booked an appointment already using the Clearline HMO app on my phone.
You know we already have a plan with them.
Wow, interesting.
Clearline HMO provides you with flexible healthcare service right when you need it. You can pre-schedule and book specialist services at your convenience.
Hello, Mama. Is everything fine?
My son, our baby is here.
With Clearline HMO, you've got a health partner with a cutting-edge solution whenever and wherever. Get your health managed by subscribing to any of our healthcare plans available to individuals and corporate organizations. For more information, log on to www.clearlinehmo.net. Clearline HMO, the health insurance people.
With my pregnancy, I started looking for the best of everything for my baby. When I met Molfix Newborn, I said this is the diaper I'm looking for. The formula of happiness for me is Molfix Newborn. There are no harmful substances in Molfix. I feel very comfortable while my baby sleeps peacefully. With its special umbilical cord and soft upper surface. Come on, mothers, try Molfix Newborn and join our happiness movement.
Mom, we've got you now and always with the low cholesterol goodness your heart needs to keep the rhythm of your family going. 3 Crowns Milk. Healthy moms, happy families.
Encourage shopping with the right place, boy. That one no fine. You know nice. No, it's too dull. This one.
Oh wow, it's beautiful.
Omo, this fabric. It go fade though.
Yeah. Look, make I tell you something. The new area Ankara, it go take good care of it.
No right.
Not lie, not true.
And the price cheap.
Try new Ariel on your Ankara and colors now.
Why do we do it? Hide, cover up, tone down. Choose boldness. Celebrate the skin you're in and dress with confidence with Nivea Nourishing Cocoa Body Lotion. The triple layered care of deep moisture serum, precious cocoa butter, and vitamin E enriches your skin for 48 hours. It's time to show off your best skin. Wear your skin with pride every time with Nivea Nourishing Cocoa Body Lotion.
Somebody asked me.
It's here again, Equip Season 11, the annual online global music conference for choirs, music ministers, worship leaders, music pastors, instrumentalists, songwriters, and all lovers of gospel music. Facilitators are Donsi Onyekon, Pastor Kunle Ajayi, Onos Ariyo, Buchi, Dr. Soji Israel, USA, Pastor Chris Devan Gwamna, and your host, Dr. Faith Ajiboye. Theme, Spiritual Songs. Date, Saturday, July 24th, 2021. Time, 2 p.m. Registration, choir, 10,000 naira. Individual, 2,000 naira. Pay to the account details on your screen. For enquiries, please call 0803-442-4883. Be equipped. Be empowered to do more. Powered by Today's Music Africa.
Thanks for staying with us. We're still reviewing the papers. Moving on now to Daily Sun. Salah, prices of ram food rise. Buhari blames COVID-19 middlemen and flood for the hike. FG urged to reinstate Atala oil field to Bayelsa, Ferv, and JV partners. Courts freeze 48 Yoruba Nation agitators. Zamfara court stops deputy governor's impeachment. Herdsmen killed 2 aid workers, 6 others in Benue. It's not yet over for e-transmission of results, says Ekwere Madu. UK requests consular access to Nnamdi Kanu, and getting 100 million Nigerians out of poverty is realizable, says Buhari. Okay, which story are we starting with? I mean, the Salah story, Waike, I know you had part of that story. There was a review ongoing, and they were saying that Salah, Ram, obviously, we know that Ram is what they kill during Salah. And it had gone from 70,000 in March, now it's going between 120, 150,000. And in fact, there was some way that said that it might even be up to 300,000 at some point.
I haven't seen 300,000, I've seen 150.
Yeah.
And, I mean, some are even rising up to 200,000.
And this is from Kara Market, and said that the situation was not different at the Mango Ram Market in Agege, as average price is about 150,000 to 300,000. And he said that one of the officials there was quite distraught, and he was trying to, saying that the government needs to help address the rate of insecurity in the north, which was responsible for him for the surge, and adding that those in business of animal husbandry were afraid to rear rams, goats, and cows because of the insecurity in the country.
Let me just add what the president also said during his message. He says that he warned that those that are taking advantage of the celebration to exploit fellow citizens through outrageous prices of food and rams, that it was inconsistent with the virtues of Islam. And then he said also that his administration is one administration out of many that has invested so much in local production, that they have invested in agriculture, but middlemen have found a way to, take the benefits away from the local people. And he also said that about 20 commodities, they are providing loans to people, they are providing fertilizers for agriculture. He says, yes, insecurity is really affecting agriculture as well, because many people are unable to go to the farms to do what they are meant to do. But, also asking Muslims and all those celebrating Islam that they should please keep to the virtues of the season.
Okay, so I know Ekwere Madu, want to take a story there? Go ahead.
I want to take a story about the headers.
Yes.
So Governor Otom within the state has confirmed that 8 people were killed, including 2 aid workers. So these 2 aid workers work with 360 Health System Diagnostics and Correction, and what they do is to help facilitate testing of HIV, AIDS, and counseling for those who confirmed to be positive. And they were abducted by headers, and later all 8 of them were murdered. He said even one of those murdered was related to Autumn, yes.
And they said that they will continue to do it until he rescinds on the open grazing law.
Wow. That's a direct threat.
Yes. So Autumn says that is a direct threat, and that he's hoping that the presidency will actually address this issue.
Right. Okay,
let me just quickly add that 48 arrested Yoruba Nation agitators are going to be released, they say, on the 27th of July. The court had given that they would pay bail of 300,000 naira each and provide 2 sureties. One has to be a family member and the other a community leader. But the paper has reported that someone who didn't want to be named said that they would even be released long before the 27th of July that had been called out, and the list of all of them, the 48 agitators, or those arrested, were also named.
All right, moving on now to Vanguard. Declare full war as bandits down fighter jet, says retired military officers to the federal government. Headers abduct, kill 2 workers in Otom's relation, 5 others in Benue. Apapa gridlock, security agents, hoodlums clash over control of extortion points. Metro NEC names 99 companies as suppliers and installers. Eid-El-Kabir Buhari decries high cost of RAM food items. Anambra court orders INEC to publish Soludo's name as ABGA candidate. Okay, Apapa gridlock, Topo, you have that story?
Yes, I was going to take the story. There are more facts being released as to what is causing the Apapa gridlock, including the fact that there was a development, there was a clash between the former president of the National Association of Road Transport Owner, NATO, Mr. Mohammed. He confirmed that the clash took place between people that are fighting to control the funding, the way the fund flows. Nima Zawe shouted that they should follow the money. A lot of money is being extorted. There's the Abuja National Council meeting. The discussion took place. The NURTW had a face-off with NATO concerning who controls the road.
Okay, concerning
there
the
was no resolution.
Concerning the electronic transmission, so the Mado was saying very clearly that he acknowledged that the vested political interests obviously never wanted the electronic transmission of results to come to fruition, and according to him, this was what caused the uproar that happened in the Senate years ago, 2018, when somebody ran away with the mace. So he was trying to remember that this was part of the reform that we were hoping to have, that happened. So he was saying that he believes that they can it's not over, and he believes that by 2023 they should be able to get the approval for the reform so that we can have electronic transmission of results. He actually agrees that.
My own problem with the electronic transmission is, Shebi network is never working. You buy your data.
It's not data, it's text. Like
text
it's not data driven. It's not internet driven.
It's not internet driven. It's only phone.
Yeah, just a device.
When you send text, sometimes does it go all the time? I've sent text, it didn't go.
Yeah, maybe once in a while, but we
I just like to say the
most
truth.
of your text
you see, bank, they will, you will get money will be paid into your account. You will not get alerts. Does that one happen or not?
It happens because you don't sign up. But what the lawmakers have said is that there will be a backup. So there'll be the physical written one where we agree, okay, it's 100 votes.
The same system.
Then somebody now transmits electronically. So you can still go and check, okay, what we have here is 100 though. Let us see what the computer has transmitted. So
okay. No, I'm just saying,
yeah.
I'm
playing the devil's advocate.
Yes,
yeah,
because
just in
the
case.
truth
do you think
of
it's
the
a
matter
welcome idea?
It is if things work properly.
Right, yeah. You're right, absolutely.
If things work properly.
Yes.
As we are in this
Nigeria,
country.
yeah, you have to always have that if. Okay, Nigerian Tribune.
I will complain later.
Let's find a story we've not taken. Southwest Attorney General to begin harmonization of laws. Court judgments. Court grants bail to 49 arrested Yoruba Nation agitators. Securing Northwest is strategic for peace, says CDS. Protests in Benin over ownership of stolen artifacts. Owando settles legal tussle with SEC. We didn't discuss Makinde insecurity in last meeting, says Olubadon. And court stops them for assembly from removing deputy governor. Okay, Benin artifacts.
So I had to just take that story, my people. There were stolen artifacts from Benin Empire by the British military force since 1897. Yeah. And there's now been a controversy around who should claim it. The Igbo community staged a protest in Benin City saying that they should be the one to have a right to it because the Igbo Bronze Casters Guild are the ones who generationally have always done the process of casting this bronze. And they said that the reply to them is that there was no way the ownership can be traced back to 3,000 years ago. That, and that if you wait, like that's the information, but it's a claim on both sides. We're waiting to see the information that the publication is false according to a chief from the Benin Empire, that this publication is false, the protest is not legitimate. Let's just have it within the Benin place. Let's not.
But maybe it came from the palace. The bronze didn't come from the palace.
No, but those that cast that they were saying that they were the one that did it, like it's their lineage that does it.
No, even if you cast it, it still belongs to the palace. They cast it for. They probably were paid to do the job.
Or you did it in service to the royal family.
Exactly. The government is saying that they want to have a museum. So do you think that the museum should be in the Oba's palace?
Of course. No, it should be Benin.
Yeah.
Even the Igbo people
I'm sure
are
that's
in
even
Benin.
been argued. So should it be a government-owned museum or the palace-owned museum? That's another thing we can debate. Should it be in the palace?
The Benin people should have the choice to say, because there was no Nigeria when this thing was stolen.
Yeah. But they can also do
collaboration. There was no Nigeria when this thing was stolen. Yeah. It was the British that came and formed Nigeria. Yeah. It's the problem that we're having today because we didn't come to terms with the fact that...
definitely be museum
for the Oba,
for the Benin people.
Yes.
Or collaboration with government in terms of maybe providing them land and maybe some infrastructure.
Provide them support, financial support.
Yeah. That's their government in Edo State. Yeah.
No.
The federal government.
Federal government.
Because it is...
You just said that it belongs to
I said can provide them financial support.
Yeah. So the Benin people is represented by the Oba because they are more... That's their culture.
Those are the custodians of the
culture. So we have to go on a break. I guess we understand it. I think it's actually worth talking about.
It is.
It's an interesting topic. You know, let's hear from people from from Benin
and to
see what their thoughts are on this. You know, Let's go on a break. When we come back, we move on to the hot topic of the day. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
After purchasing Adron's land, this is the gift we got, the Ileya gift. I purchased the land and here's the gift items as regards the Ileya promo. For giving me 3 rams. I actually collected one last week. And these are the remaining ones. Fulfilled the promises. I made the purchase and they gave me what they promised I was going to get for it.
They are very real and reliable. You can trust them any day, anytime.
Adron Homes, making the incredible affordable.
Up until a few years ago, Nigeria produced far less than it consumed, spending up to $22 billion annually on importation. Then came the import policy by the federal government. Now, to survive, the nation must learn to be self-sufficient. And so far, we are on the verge of achieving this through the intervention of the Central Bank of Nigeria and other stakeholders in support of local farmers and efforts of value chain entrepreneurs. Now, the goal of creating 10 million jobs in 5 years is gradually being actualized. Mission possible. Let's buy Nigerian to grow Nigeria.
See, nurse, she's saying she feels unwell, despite my efforts to practice good hygiene.
Mom says washing hands to keep the germs away.
Washing hands is good, but surfaces can also have germs, and you shouldn't use just anything for cleaning them. Use Jik. Jik's formula has been scientifically proven to stay active for longer, giving you whitening and germ kill protection on a variety of surfaces. Disinfect to protect, just Jik it. Endorsed by National Association of Nigerian Nurses and Midwives.
Someday when I grow up, I would like to be a great innovator, or a singer, or a doctor, or even a president.
I believe my son can achieve anything. That's why I support his dreams with Twisco. It's a delicious mix of cocoa, malt, and milk. Twisco is fortified with Enafort, a special blend of vitamins and minerals that provides the nourishing support to get ahead.
Twisco, power your dream.
In a world of a pandemic, the need to relieve stress cannot be overemphasized.
Pride Rock Entertainment presents the most entertaining, mind-blowing comedy event of the year. The Chronicles of Hush Baby Live returns. Yeah Daddy 15, the vaccine edition. Taking place on the 25th of July at the prestigious Eko Hotel and Suites, Lagos. Time at 6 p.m. Comedy vaccines by Dr. Destalker, Dr. Igo Save, Dr. Akpororo, Dr. Dan the Humorous, Dr. Bucci, Dr. Tamama, and many more physicians. Music vaccines by my jazz music superstars. And on the wheels, your host, Hush Baby. For reservation and sponsorship, please call 0802-990-6500. Please note, this event is for a limited audience, with all COVID-19 protocols duly observed. Proudly supported by New Age Charger and TVC Max FM. Packaged by Larry Mako Events. Get vaccinated.
Thanks for staying with us. So we'll be speaking on some of the lessons of Salah and how we can imbibe these lessons as a lesson for national development and much needed unity considering our diversity. Now, Nima is not around today, but we'd love to have her. I would even like to get her on the call so that we can even wish her Happy Salah. But you can call us in on 081-270-53687 and 091-390-76948. We'd like you to wish us happy Salah and let us hear what lessons of this season are you going to be imbibing with your family. You know, President Buhari gave his speech. I think Asiwaju Bola Tinubu said the same thing, and a few others also greeted quite a lot of Muslims. And it's a season of sacrifice, season where we remind ourselves that, listen, if God can always show up for Abraham, he can always show up for us in different ways. So what lessons have you learned, and even though you're not Muslims, but this season is a united opportunity for us to share lessons that are universal. So I think I'd like to hear your thoughts before I take some calls.
So for me, Salah always brings memories of we are one. Salah always brings memory of unity, of sharing, of caring, of sacrifice, of giving. And we must remind ourselves, because we're very divided as a nation right now. And this is a time when you're not sharing your meat to only Muslims. You're sharing your meat to non-Muslims around you. You're extending that hand of fellowship, like, come and dine with me. That's the culture. It's everybody come to my house. We're together. We're not separated by tradition. We're not separated by culture. Yeah. We are one, and we're grateful for this season. And I think that the idea that many people still see some crisis in this country as religious should be quelled in this season, because it really isn't. The deaths and killings take place across religious boundaries. There are Muslims being killed as Christians are being killed, and we shouldn't promote division, but we should focus on, this is Salah, we are all celebrating that we are alive, and we're going to unitedly fight the scourge of those dividing this nation. Right. And we can only win when we see ourselves as each other's brothers' keepers.
Yeah, so for me also, I think I like the part where the president talked about the economic situation that we're facing right now. And we can see it even in the prices of the ram that we use to celebrate the day, and just prices of everything in general. Everything is just so expensive. Some people are saying that they're even going to do without. This is something they've done for many years, but this particular year they may have to do without. And you know, he mentioned where we need to be careful not to use this festive season as a period to exploit each other. Appeal to our brothers and sisters, all over the country. We need to remember each other. This money that we're looking for, this economic hardship is affecting us all. The person selling in the market and the person coming to the market with their little coins. So if you're still making your profits, healthy, normal profit, that's fine. At least you'll be able to, for me, it's common sense. You even sell much more than someone who is selling at ridiculous prices. My friend always makes me laugh. She says she waits until Salah Day and it's that day to buy her ram, because at that time, who else are you looking to? But we're going through really tough economic times, and things need to change. We need to make better policies. We need to empower Nigerians. We talk about how the government is helping to empower farmers and how middlemen are coming in, and we have to be careful that we're doing this together. We're in this together. We want all Nigerians to progress, and we all want to be successful.
Right, let me take this call from Richard. Richard, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
You're live. Go ahead, please. Morning.
I want to wish every one of you a happy Salah celebration.
Yes, thank you very much. And you too.
I want to let you know that, yes, this is a time for us to show love, a time for us to look at Nigeria properly. The whole Nigerians are not peace. The food rising, the whole thing is affecting everybody. Let the federal government do something before it goes out of hand. We are celebrating now, and we are celebrating in pain. But still, yes, we are putting a smile on our face, and we are doing our best. Let the federal government do something about the banditry.
Thank you very much, Richard. YK, your message is Salah.
I was just going to say, I think, I believe that as Africans, I will not even say Nigerians now, we should just learn to live in peace, learn to live as one. Our enemy is not each other. We have a common enemy. The foreign governments are the common enemy of all of Africa. So let's put our religious, and then our religion, I mean, as much as I respect all your religions, I still think that if we lean more towards Africa and what our ancestors believed in, we may find a way to move forward and, you know, shut the colonial, the last, well, we are saddled with colonial mentality.
Yeah. Right.
And I think that is why we all fight each other. So I think we should just use this.
You know, okay, with this issue you just raised reminds me of this whole, there was a time where the Sunday Igbohos came out and everybody felt like, this guy, yes, the man of war, you know? And suddenly people started looking for cultural, military, militancy, how they used to defend the people. Suddenly, our culture was not attractive, tradition. People were now wondering, so how can you take a bullet without, you know? People were now interested. But the truth is that all these things were there. Yeah. We abandoned it and embraced the foreign religion. Yeah, so that's what we have right now. And yes, regardless of the tradition or the foreign religion, we all still have that togetherness. We have to be united. We are tolerant of each other. So I'm even happy that we are Christians and non-Christians, traditionalists, and we are all here speaking, and we are with love. Yes. We care for each other. That's the whole beauty. We put our religion aside. And then we focus on how we are united as Nigerians.
You know, Mariah, there's something that makes me laugh with Nigerians. On the pages of the papers, Muslims, Christians, South, North, and then you see the South or North sitting together and just around. I'm like, in real life, you guys are okay, but on the pages of the papers, you are divided, you know? So we need to take our real life and put on the pages of the newspaper. We need to take our real life and show it. Right. No, you hear people say, I don't like the North, but you are different. I'm like every other, you know, so.
I like what you just said, Miriam. You know why? Because when in the South we're fighting the Northerners, I will never forget my first trip to Kano. It wasn't really my first trip. I'd been before on tour, but this was first trip I just went as a human being to Kano. And you know, I'd been in Lagos, and I'd been here, all the Northern leaders, they are stealing all our money, they have taken it to Kano, they've taken it to Kano. When I got to Kano, the disappointment that I felt, honestly, the poverty that I saw, my mouth was open throughout the whole trip.
I thought they said it
because I was expecting to see skyscrapers, this, nothing. It's only themselves. Yeah. So our common enemy is the elites, the people who are stealing our money in Nigeria, our common enemy. Yeah. Whether they are from the north, south, east, or west, they are our common enemy in Nigeria.
Yeah. Let me take this call, YK. Good morning, are you there?
Oh, good
Reverend,
morning.
happy Salah.
Happy Salah. Baraka de Salah to you all.
Yes, Baraka de Salah to you.
Salah to all our Muslim faithful.
Yes.
I'm Reverend Koe Ladile from Ibadan.
Okay, welcome to the show, sir.
I reached out today to say a wonderful Baraka de Salah to all our Muslim friends and family.
Yes.
So, buttress what you are saying there, we Christians and Muslims are not enemies. We are brothers, and we should live together in love. We should promote unity. One of the things that has degenerated in Nigeria is this issue of religious rancor. It is needless. Why do we fight about a God we have never met and a God who is love? So today, I want us to think of God's love in His giving Abraham that ram instead of sacrificing his son and replacing it with a ram for him. Let us walk in that love and build a nation we all can be proud of.
Yes.
Let us really.
Oh, thank you very much, Reverend Ladile. Yes,
I want to quickly just say that we all bleed red. And I think that if we remain that, reiterate that to ourselves, that when you cut anybody, if anybody gets injured, it's the same red. It's the same red at any point in time. And that should unite us together. And I think that's even the message of cutting and sacrificing the animal, that whatever grievance you might have against one person, when we split, because there's a place of blood and all of that, once the blood flows, it is gone. We let it go and we enjoy. So let's not just enjoy. I want to eat today's ram. Let's not just enjoy today's festivity without being conscious of all the lessons that it carries. And when we're discussing Nigeria, let's discuss that, because I know that whenever we start eating later in the evening, everybody in those meetings will be discussing Nigeria and what is not working. Let us discuss how we can make it work as opposed to what is not working in
All right,
Nigeria.
we have to wrap up. I want to also call Nima, but I'm told that they are praying right now. So they are that holy moment. But after that, ram starts. Oh, goodness. We shall eat ram today. That ram is not escaping. Let's go on the break. When we come back, we discuss our hot topic of the day. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
People of Shahen Village, united, Now, Baale talk say, make I give you this important message, yo. Baale talk say, Eko Electricity Distribution Company talk say, some mago Djibouti people, they work about, they talk say, then go help you to get meter, to do meter bypass, to adjust bill. Kuna no listen to them, oh. Them be GBT wayo people, na mugu they look for. Anything where you want do for Eco Disco, whether you want get new meter, or you want pay bill, or you want do the connection, you feel log into their website www.ekedp.com. I talk away, I don't talk away.
Eco Disco. Now we dey empower quality of lives.
My son has always dreamt of being in the spotlight. As his mother, it is my duty to help him live up to his dream. That's why I give him Born Vita every day, which contains iron, zinc, and vitamin C that supports his immunity and gives him the strength to pursue his dreams. Born Vita, strength to dream.
Kehinde suffers from indigestion. His twin Taiyi suffers from heartburn. Sometimes it's the other way around, or both. That's why they use Gaviscon Double Action. It soothes within 3 minutes and lasts for up to 4 hours. For double relief from heartburn and indigestion, Gaviscon Double Action.
I'll pay rent tomorrow.
It's a dream. So you see this peace of mind that I have? It's because I just finished building my house. Roller property. Roller property. They are the one that run it. Even though they are running a promo now, if you go and buy land from them outright, they will give you 20% discount. Even if you don't want to pay outright, you can still pay instrumental. You pay instrumental for 24 months. Meanwhile, after all of this goody that they have give you know when they will still give you RAM when you deposit. They will give you electronic. They will give you food stuff. I'm even saying too much. I'm saying too much. Go to Roller Property by yourself. Go and find out.
A peak protein breakfast gets you up to a great day. How do I know? Because my daddy goes through his work feeling good and always with a smile. Mommy is always filled with confidence. My sister is always in tune. And for me, learning new things becomes absolute fun. That's because all day and every day, the peak goes on.
Start your day with a Peak Protein Breakfast. Peak. Reach for your peak.
Children are gifts and a source of joy. When they are happy, we're happy too. But when they are down with sickness such as malaria, we become sad and worried. Not to worry, Camosunate Anti-Malarial for Children has always been there for years. Camosunate also comes in tablets for adults. Bounce back from malaria with Camosunate. Confirm if Camosunate is original by texting 2. Read the leaflet inside. If symptoms persist after 3 days, please consult your doctor. Camosunate, effective anti-malaria for all ages. Marketed by Zenith Pharmaceuticals Limited.
I'm ready. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready to love you.
Countdown. Counting down. The freshest duo are here to blow your mind.
Yak it to the yak. Yeah, I want you, baby.
The Max World Chart Show with Ewoma and Real Skills.
Number one.
Countdown. Counting down the top 10 hits from around the world.
You don't see Naira Marley. You don't see Dollar Marley.
And with some mad fun in between.
Hit me up.
That was... Shoot, I can see her face. I can see her face. Saturdays, 1:30 to 2:30 p.m. and a repeat on Sunday at 9 p.m. The Max World Chart Show.
Thanks for staying with us. So, the internet was shut down last weekend. If you are in Nigeria and you don't know something was happening in Oba, you're not a Nigerian. You are not a Nigerian because everything was shut. Even YK, who hardly knows what's going on, you heard about Oba.
I heard because my partner was watching it and showing me. Because I didn't check my WhatsApp.
So today, we don't want to, because the truth is that we're all Nigerians. There are a few factors. The fact that the elaborate celebration of the dead, that's on one part. If you celebrate if you have an elaborate celebration, now, the way you spend and spray money, is it appropriate? That's 2. 3, the gifts, the cows, all the stuff that were put together. And the rationale was that this man has been a good man and he has helped all his friends. He didn't grow wealth by himself. He supported the entire circle. And they have come together to support him on this important day of his life. So that's what, I think it was the actor kind of was trying to make understand. Listen, people painting a picture of, oh, this cannot be real money. This is this money. Painting names of what this could be. And he was saying that, no, this is just a man who is reaping what he has sown on his friends. We understand that. But the reasoning of how money was sprayed, thrown around, then swept like refuse, like you said. All that is what we are discussing. Is that the way to celebrate elaborately? That is our focus today. You can call us on 081-270-53687. You can call us on 091-390-76948. You can also send us messages on YouTube. YK will be happy to read your tubes and on Facebook. So who wants to go first? Mariam, want to start?
Let me just do lighter notes just before we go serious. Somebody was calling my husband today and he said, whenever money wants to do me strong thing, I'll just go and see, I'll pick a video from Oba and say, see money. See money the way they bastardize you. See money as they are kicking you. You better come and meet me. I will take care of you very well. But that's just on the lighter note. Mariam, go.
So, okay, me personally, I'm not for spraying money. You know, sometimes when you say some things, they'll first look at you like this. How much do you even have to spray? Put that aside. Personally, even if I were to receive, I would rather be giving money an envelope or money be transferred to me. Or put in such a way, you know, like a gift. I remember when recently we were looking at some motivational speakers and their mentees were giving them cars. So that is on one side. You see what happened in that place. We thank God for the life of the woman that passed. We thank God for her son who was able to gather many successful people that came to celebrate him. But I feel that part of the celebration where they were throwing money everywhere on the floor, in my own personal opinion, I am not for it. I think it was just
Let me pause you there. Please leave spraying.
Listen,
I'll come to you. Calm down. Spraying is in 2 phases. Please, let us. I know they are saying
let's define it.
Let's define spraying. There's a classic way of spraying. You go to a party and they take money and they spray you. That's classy. What is not classy is the bundle throwing at it. That's what is not classy. But the one you go and spray, spraying, spraying is important. If you have a big party, you must spray.
Whether you spray it with the machine gun that goes...
No, that one is Raz now.
Or the thing is that it comes down. And you will step on that money.
No, some they don't spray it down.
Madam, let me show you.
Let me show you. No, wait.
No, it doesn't fall.
Let you count it.
Why
don't put your shirt like this. You not be holding it.
They even put a bag in front of you.
You not put it there.
I'm slide down. Be sliding down. Be sliding down.
Yes. You hold it. You keep it on your shoulder like this.
No, even when it's too plenty, you just throw it down. Take another batch. Throw it. That's how it's done.
5,000 naira, you can catch it.
Excuse me.
If they spray you 5 million naira, you may not be able to catch it. Let me even tell you what the government has said.
Oh, leave government.
So the government has said that a person who tampers with... Anyway, he was talking about spraying. It says the CBN Act 2007 deals with tampering with and trading in naira notes. The Act prescribes imprisonment for a term not less than 6 months or to a fine not less than 50,000, which is quite small. To both
cannot tell me
and imprisonment for anyone guilty of spraying of dancing, Nigerian English, marching on the naira, or any note issued by the bank during social occasions. So whether they spray you classily or anyhow, the point that if they spray it, if it falls, if you march on it, you will go to prison.
Emefiele cannot tell me that when his mother died in this grave, or maybe when something happened, he cannot tell me that.
Let me put it in perspective.
Please.
We cannot make a law that is
anti-culture
to fulfill. Like, you can't create a law that cannot be
implemented.
It can't be. This law, they tried and they've tried. It is not. I am not a party to spraying. One, I feel it is a show-off character. The spraying of money is 100% show-off. If you want to give me money, must the video capture you throwing the money on my face? It is just show-off for me. That's on one side. Personal opinion, please give me money, put it in my account. I'm still collecting, like I said, account number. But let's not do that. Spraying money on someone's face is show-off. That's on one side. Secondly, is the issue of a law that is like saying a law that don't tie gele in Nigeria. Like, you know, immediately you have that law, it can't work. It's like Okada law in Lagos. It's been tough to implement because everybody, even as they are saying it from one mouth, that it is because we want to protect life and property. The other side, they're like, there are many areas that need the Okada on the road. So we need to make laws that are easy to implement.
Okay, let us leave spraying. Okay, let me hear your thoughts because I don't want us to focus on this spraying matter.
Yeah, the other part.
I don't want to focus on the spraying. I just want to say, I prefer to receive the money in my account or you put it in an envelope and give me because there are some people, it's their profession to help you pick the money. And when they pick it, it's essentially their own pockets, not your own. So you lose a lot of money that you could have used because the rationale behind it is I know you've spent money for this party, so take this money back. But the point is, if you're giving me this money back that way, I will not get to enjoy the bulk of it because it will be stolen by other people who need it more.
Right.
Who believe they need it more.
I want both. Send to my account. And when I dress up with my gele makeup, see, come forward and spray me as I'm dancing to Sonia Day. You know, there's a way that when Sonia is playing.
Lagos girl.
And they're spraying like,
Sonia Day.
Shema, thank you, ma. Thank you, ma. But okay, listen, this is our culture. And I think that we can modify it. And I agree that modifying it means that spray decently, classily. Don't spray as like spraying guns or throwing bundles at people. I think that's actually disgusting. But let's move on to the other part. 36 private jets landed in Oba. This is a community that is underdeveloped. This is a community that they have bad roads. This is a community that they have poor people.
One of the videos I saw, they were driving on a very bad road with the cops. And I was like, hello?
Couldn't you just start the road?
Why didn't you just start the road for the people of that village before you...
Towards the event. That's one end. Then the army or the police, the police, security operatives, I was even hearing at the party, they were announcing the commissioner of police would like to welcome the public. I was like, hey? The chief criminal clinical of the police, meaning, hey? So you're all there at the party, so who is catching who? But it was just, so in your view, that the reason, the rationale.
Yes, our mindset. See, it's okay to have money and spend it how you like.
Yeah.
But something has to be said for doing something for where you come from, you know, the community that you're from. I've seen and I've heard people where these are people who do not have a lot, who probably you would hear that, oh, I've built this hospital in commemoration or in, you know, of my mom who had passed because she had cancer. So I'm donating money to a cancer institute. Or I lost a family member to polio, and because of that, I've set up this. We need to do that, not because we're not saying don't spend your money anyhow, but the thing is, our government is struggling. We hear every day, is struggling to meet some needs. And we have powerful people like you that can make a difference. And when you come into that community and make a difference, these are the people, it's the same community that can vote you into office. So you can even use the constitution to even make more of a difference. Let the community not only see you when you come to spray once in a while at Christmas and then you move on. Don't just give them fish. Give them a pond with fishes inside and hooks so that they will learn how to fish and build a bigger and better community. Next time when your friends come with their private jets, they will be parking on, you know, airports and things like that. Yes. You have flying cars and stuff from Oba, and everyone talking about it internationally. But you see this money spraying. After 2 years, we'll wait for the next spraying.
Let's go to a break. When we come back, we'll continue with the conversation and take some phone calls. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
See, nurse, she's saying she feels unwell, despite my efforts to practice good hygiene.
Mom says wash your hands to keep the germs away.
Washing hands is good, but surfaces can also have germs, and you shouldn't use just anything for cleaning them. Use Jik. Jik's formula has been scientifically proven to stay active for longer, giving you whitening and germ kill protection on a variety of surfaces. Disinfect to protect, just Jik it. Endorsed by National Association of Nigerian Nurses and Midwives.
Somebody asked me.
It's here again, Equip Season 11, the annual online global music conference for choirs, music ministers, worship leaders, music pastors, instrumentalists, songwriters, and all lovers of gospel music. Facilitators are Donsi Onyekon, Pastor Kunle Ajayi, Onos Ariyo, Buchi, Dr. Soji Israel, USA, Pastor Chris Devan Gwamna, and your host, Dr. Faith Ajiboye. Theme, Spiritual Songs. Date, Saturday, July 24th, 2021. Time, 2 p.m. Registration, choir, 10,000 naira. Individual, 2,000 naira. Pay to the account details on your screen. For enquiries, please call 0803-442-4883. Be equipped. Be empowered to do more. Powered by Today's Music Africa.
The place and it brighten, make everybody they wonder. Waiting because of the shine. Lush hair, lush hair. Long hair or short doesn't matter. Crochet or dreadlocks can be better. Only for girls who know better. Lush hair, lush hair. So you want to slay? Slay with swag. Gotta be lush hair. Gotta be lush hair. Straight or curly. You know they tango. Lie. Gotta be lush hair. Gotta be lush.
Beautiful people know how to make an impression, and that's why they only trust Lush Hair Extensions to bring out the shine in them. Lush Hair, be beautiful.
Calling all secondary school female students in Nigeria. This is your chance to demonstrate your debating skills and win great prizes too. The TVC Women's Network is looking for entries to our first ever female debate championship. If you want to take part, send a 300-word essay on the topic why female education is important in Nigeria. Send your essay via our website tvccommunications.tv/TWN Female Debate Championship. Don't forget to include your name, age, and the name of your school. Closing date for entries is July 26th. The TVC Female Debate Championship, encouraging young Nigerian girls to speak up for nation building.
Hooray! You can now buy and register a new Airtel SIM card and enjoy 8 times bonus on all your recharges.
Visit any certified Airtel shop today with your NIN and get instant double data and 8 times bonus on every recharge. If you don't have NIN, you can also register for it at the Airtel shop. This offer is available to all new Airtel customers.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Kehinde suffers from indigestion. His twin Taiyi suffers from heartburn. Sometimes it's the other way around, or both. That's why they use Gaviscon Double Action. It soothes within 3 minutes and lasts for up to 4 hours. For double relief from heartburn and indigestion, Gaviscon Double Action.
How we're doing, guys? Is the makeup in progress? Makeup? Check. Are the scripts on the prompter? Script? Check. Are we set in the PCR? All team in place? PCR?
Check. Clock is ticking, time is racing, lights are. Plans all set. 120 minutes of hot entertainment. We are ready for the mission.
Thanks for staying with us. We're still on the matter of celebrating elaborately. How could you celebrate? So we talked about the fact that he could have invested the money somehow in Oba. Yes, YK.
Yes, I was just going to say, for me, I would rather he would have celebrated his birthday like that than the death of... I personally, it's a personal thing. I don't believe in...
Celebrating dead?
No, because for me, if my mother is dead, my father, it's a sad thing for me. There is no way I'm going to throw a party. I will be mourning. That's one, on the one hand. Now, if you want to come and be eating rice and everything on top of my mother, I will ask you, I didn't want to kill my mother. Why do you want to eat rice?
On top of my head.
It's a personal thing. It's maybe African to, or I don't know, Nigerian, to be making big party like that. So, on a personal level, I didn't do for my mother, I didn't do for my father.
Culturally, we have what they call befitting burial. And many people didn't understand the cows. And I think many people have come online to educate that the Igbo culture, in many cases, you are killing more, you're bringing cows to support your friend or family member who's lost someone. The more cows that die on that day means that your parents or whoever is dying is going in grand style, like more cows. They are falling cows, you know. I saw the number of cows that were sent slaughtered at that place, and I'm wondering. Then there was a video that went viral of a woman, children trying to scoop pepper soup from hot pot, and I'm like, did they sufficiently feed the environment? Then you see the community. Then you see the culture that is not so good, where there's a Yoruba proverb that says, "Olowo kan láàrin òtòṣì mẹ́wàá, òtòṣì lòun náà." That is, if one rich man among 10 poor people, you are also a poor person. We need to go beyond our selfish, I want to take care of myself, and understand that you are blessed for a purpose. It's beyond you. And if your immediate environment is not feeling it, like they're supposed to come to your town, and your town is small London because you are Obi Kubana and you are from Oba. Like Oba should be the talk of town, not just because they spread money, but when they came to town, they're like, Obi finish in town, man. Obi finish. See Obi town. See the streets. You don't tar the streets, man. You should have done things like that to create such a huge turnaround for your community. Not that they've seen you building mansions everywhere, and in your village, we are having to be entering pothole over and over again.
Okay, let me take this call from Dr. Moyo. Are you there? Dr. Moyo, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Good morning.
Good morning. You're live. Go ahead, please.
Yes, Nigeria at the moment is the world capital of poverty. There are a lot of unemployment everywhere. There are a lot of people that are intelligent but cannot afford to go to school, are not empowered. And you keep flaunting that kind of huge money on their face. How do you expect them to feel? At least we should learn to respect our emotions sometimes. It's not everybody that has a spirit of contentment. Saying that kind of thing now will trigger criminality in some other people. In that case, the Bible talks about moderation in everything. Whatever you do, live a life of moderation.
All right, thank you very much. You don't agree?
I don't agree. The person that, honestly, if you've worked hard for your money, you shouldn't be, you shouldn't say that I'm not going to enjoy my life because there are people that are poor. You help substantially as much as possible, but you cannot say you shouldn't do what you want to do because there's poverty. Poverty, there will always be the poor amongst us, but we must do our own part.
I want to take a tube.
Right.
Because I think it's
if a criminal decides to say because of the lavish style you want to become a criminal, that person is a criminal because I'm saying it and I'm encouraged to work harder not to become a criminal.
Yeah.
It's from Paul Cancer. He says, when President daughter do wedding, didn't you see spraying money around? Now, I just want to...
That's the one I can read.
That's the one I want to, because we are all guilty of it.
Everybody. Everybody. Yeah. No, they don't spray you, Niba.
I
wasn't the spraying is one thing, but
what I'm saying is,
please don't
it's not. It's because this one went viral.
Yeah.
That everybody is talking about it.
Right.
Yes.
They sprayed at the president's wedding.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be illegal. Daughter's wedding, sorry. Yeah. It's supposed to be illegal, so they shouldn't have sprayed there.
Simple. I can almost guarantee that Emefiele's family members, I'm sure they are sprayed. Just that we don't know. If that same CBN governor, I'm sure even his own party they've sprayed.
So there's something else I want to address, which is, we have these classy Nigerians who are like, oh my God, it's so crass. How are they spraying you money like that? No, it's so crude. Uncle, we hear you. But you see, when you spend ostentatiously on your wedding, or your daughter's wedding, you're also doing the same thing. So the fact that you don't take the raw cash and you're throwing it out, but you're also spending so much money on decor, on ashebi, on traveling and everything. Or sometimes you go to the village and you set up a whole huge tent and put so much money, an investment of millions and millions of naira and dollars.
Just for decoration.
Money that would have gone into your community, you're also doing the same thing. Because some of us like to sit on this high horse and say, you'd never do that, but you're doing it in a different way. So we're all on this table. The thing is about mindset. Our mindset needs to change in the way that we need to see different ways in which we can help communities. Some of these developed countries that we like to go to, they built a foundation where people from that area use their money and they build and develop their area, and then the government just came. Yes, the government came and added to it. But we are waiting for government. I mean, I can't imagine being from a place like that and having that kind of influence. Right. I'm wondering if Obi Kubana had said he was calling people for a fundraising for his community. I'm trying to build some schools for my community. Those friends, would they have come like that? Would they have invested like that? Would they have given money towards those kinds of investments? Or is it only when there's a burial or a wedding that people shop for people and invest?
Right, let me take this call and come to YK. Abim Bola from UK, are you there? Hello?
Yes, please. Good morning.
Good morning, you're live. Go ahead, please. You're live.
Yes, please. Thank you very much. This is my first time of getting through.
Welcome to the show.
Yes. Thank you. I just would like to contribute to today's topic.
Yes.
I do agree with a lot of what each and everyone have said this morning. But to summarize it, I think everything that we do, we need to do in moderation. The display of wealth, cash on that day was just crazy. It's crazy. And I personally don't think it is a good way, especially for our youth. The things we portray to them. A lot of youth go into different things nowadays just because of what they see people do. That money, that even the cows, they could have cook the cows, give the less privileged ones, people that don't have food to eat. There are so many people that are starving.
Exactly. You're very correct, Amibola. Let me come to YK then. There's an angle I think we've not talked about. Yes.
Pamoja Milele says impunity is inherently woven into the DNA of Nigerians. T. Fematic says, stop the hypocrisy. All these critics will do was. Money is an amplifier. If you have not handled that kind of money, you will not know how you will behave. Oladidi, should it be that Obi that ties the road of the should it be Obi that ties the road of the government? Is it Obi that people pay tax? No. Sometimes the citizens can help bring development to the community, but the bulk of it is the government's responsibility.
Yeah. No, then we are the government. We need to address this part. We cannot. There is no way 2 wrongs will make it right. There is no way. And it is the selfishness that you see somebody will build a mansion, and rather than do his road, he will buy a bigger Jeep. There are many people who can afford to tar their road, but instead of fixing their road, they will buy a bigger car to swim through the bad road, because who are you doing? Who is suffering? You are the one that is suffering. And the way you treat yourself is the way government will treat you. If you take responsibility and you decide, this is the quality of environment I want for my village, and you do it, no local government chairman will come there and take it below that standard. So who say that?
Edith Ekwenu has answered you. She says, let us not forget that there are restrictions to what an individual is allowed to do. The process involved to get approval for a road work in Nigeria is frustrating.
Not all the time.
I can testify to that.
All the time. No, but the sort of people that came for that funeral, he has so much influence. He would have been able to get many things done.
We have to wrap up on this thing, but there's an angle, I think, that, because I don't want us to always just look at the negative. The good part of this whole story is one thing that Kanayo told us. This is a man that invested in his friends. Yeah. In his people, and that's something that we should also extract from this. This is one man that found success however he did, and gathered all his people around him, empowered everybody. So that's another formula we must replicate across board, where you have your friends and you make sure that all your friends are doing well, and you don't want to be the chief amongst all the people in your family members. So that's a good thing for Mobi that we can learn.
I like that. And they say so. Okay.
Sorry, Miriam, I was just going to say, well, we saw the ostentatious videos, the ostentatious, lavish party. What we didn't see is if he helped his community, because those kind of things you will not see. So it may be that
they're saying that
he had already done some things in the community. Yes, it may be. I don't know. I'm not here to judge anybody. I'm just here to say, wow, I looked at that and I wish some of that money came my way.
We gotta go. Mary, final words.
Yes, they say success has many friends. So you're successful, even for those that hardly know you, they'll raise their hands and say, oh, I know this person. But it's important to invest in people, and they'll shop for you. What we're saying is that, can we help channel this support to something that would affect the whole community? Not because it is your responsibility, but because you can.
Fantastic. I think I can wrap up on that. Thank you so much. Let's go to break. When we come back, we're bringing our guests. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
At the first sign of pain, you need a solution that you can trust. Try Panadol Caplets. With Panadol's Optizorb formula, the tablet absorbs quickly and starts providing fast and effective pain relief you can trust. Try Panadol Caplets.
Someday when I grow up, I would like to be a great innovator, or a singer, or a doctor, or even a president.
I believe my son can achieve anything. That's why I support his dreams with Twisco. It's a delicious mix of cocoa, malt, and milk. Twisco is fortified with Enfort, a special blend of vitamins and minerals that provides the nourishing support to get ahead.
Twisco, power your dream.
Somebody asked me.
It's here again. Equip Season 11, the annual online global music conference for choirs, music ministers, worship leaders, music pastors, instrumentalists, songwriters, and all lovers of gospel music. Facilitators are Donsi Onyekon, Pastor Kunle Ajayi, Onos Ario, Buchi, Dr. Soji Israel, USA, Pastor Chris Devan Guamna, and your host, Dr. Faith Ajiboye. Theme, spiritual songs. Date, Saturday, July 24th, 2021. Time, 2 p.m. Registration, choir, 10,000 naira. Individual, 2,000 naira. Pay to the account details on your screen. For enquiries, please call 0803-442-4883. Be equipped. Be empowered to do more. Powered by Today's Music Africa.
You won't go shake your body. Instead, they make it calm down. If the farm say it's happy, you want to grow 6 packs in a day. I beg you, not to pass your power. You want to show yourself, oh.
Whatever your size, find it with the new Airtel data plans. Dial *141# now to get the plan that suits you.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
The COVID-19 pandemic did not just change the world, it also opened lots of opportunities for Africa. With a growing population of 1 billion and an automobile market of over $48 billion, it is time for Africa to think made in Africa for Africans. Innocent Vehicles is leading the change by investing in human resources, research, and technologies in order to produce for the African market vehicles that meet international standards, vehicles that can compare favorably in terms of durability, fuel economy, and safety. As consumer expectations change and automobile technologies continue to evolve, so will Innocent Vehicles continue to improve on its vehicles. Hello, Africa. We have come of age. Innocent Vehicles, the pride of African roads.
Kehinde suffers from indigestion. His twin Taiye suffers from heartburn. Sometimes it's the other way around, or both. That's why they use Gaviscon Double Action. It soothes within 3 minutes and lasts for up to 4 hours. For double relief from heartburn and indigestion, Gaviscon Double Action.
Thanks for staying with us. So our guest today is Senator Musa Mohammed Bello from Niger East Senatorial District. He'll be discussing the state of the nation, most especially the grey areas and the technicalities concerning the passage of the Electoral Amendment Bill. Recall, yesterday we discussed the issues surrounding the Electoral Bill. The senator we had yesterday, Senator Sejus Oguns, was saying he was against the fact that they didn't want the Electoral Amendment Bill to be put together without the NCC's approval, right? That was the contention yesterday. But our guest today is amongst those who are saying there are certain areas that don't have network, and we cannot, because of that, go ahead with the Electoral Amendment Bill. Good morning, sir. Are you there? Hello? Oh, I just spoke to him. Hello? Okay, so while we're trying to get him, so yeah, yesterday I did remind us that Senator Ndomue was one of the people who was speaking loudly against the fact that we're not ready for this type of electronic transmission of results because there are many parts in the country where there's no network. Good morning, sir. Are you there? We might have to call him on the phone. Hello, sir.
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, good to have you on now.
Are you up to me,
Yes.
Senator Sani Musa?
Yes, sir. We can hear you. Yes, we're with you now. So I was going to talk to you concerning the electoral bill. What are your own thoughts and what are your own reservations about this bill coming through? Hello, sir.
Yeah, can I get that question again?
I said, I'd like to hear your own views on the electoral amendment bill, the issue of the electronic transmission of results. Let's start with that. You might have to call him on the phone. We're having network issues, obviously.
Thank you very much for wanting to know what my view is. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Please go ahead. Yes.
Yeah, I said thank you very much for wanting to hear my view on the issue of the Electoral Acts Amendment Bill, which we have just passed at the National Assembly. As part of our constitutional responsibility, I think we ought to do the needful. And we cannot all be perfect. Members of National Assembly are all Nigerians like you, and we are representing every Nigerian there. And whatever we do, we consider the interests of Nigeria first. We are not there to make laws for any sentiments, but we are there to make laws that will work for the country, for the good of the country. And that is what we have done, especially in the issue of the Electoral Amendment Act. Let me first and foremost tell you that no senator is against the electronic voting or electronic transmission of results. No senator is against it. But majority of the senators felt that, look, if we are going to do transmission, a situation where if you look at the NCC data, you will see that there are some areas that have more advantage in terms of getting coverage, network coverage, and compared to others that don't even have. And just recently, I had the telecoms and INEC saying they can transmit results from everywhere. I challenge them to saying that what they are saying is not true, because even in my constituency, I know of many wards, many locations that you can hardly get access to internet. But if they tell me that, yes, we are going to collect results electronically in our system, and when we get to collection center, or when we get to local government area, or when we get to an area where there is network, we can transmit that, I will agree. But that means it's not done on the spot. Because what we need is a result directly from the spot where the votes were casted. And then another thing I believe is that what we did at the Senate is that we considered, if you look at Lagos, almost everywhere within Lagos will have network. Go to other areas in the southeast, you will see that because of the proximity they have with areas that these infrastructures are, they don't have any problem. So we consider that we don't want any area to be disadvantaged. Okay. If you look at the Riverine areas in the south as well, there are areas that when you go, you cannot have the 3G network. You can't have 3G network. Let me pause you for a second. And when you have 3G network, you'll be able to transmit by SMS. But when you are talking about full data, like what INEC did in Edo State, they used the Z-tabs to take picture of the result sheets and then transmit it. So, I don't see any reason
let me get a few
why
more questions.
People will feel the Senate does not want it. Yeah.
I have a lot of questions for you, sir. So let me get a few more into. Go ahead, Tokwe.
So yesterday we had a conversation, sir, with another of your colleagues, and the issue of 5%, the host community's request for 5%, the fact that the House of Representatives passed 5%, the Senate disagreed and maintained 3%. What was your own decision? Where did you lean towards, and why did you lean on that side?
The Senate was guided by the report of experts, by the report of technical team from the NNPC and the Ministry of Petroleum. They have advised the country that if we want to encourage investors, then we must be sure that we give laws that will also be beneficial to those investors that will come to this country. For the past 5 to 10 years, any real investment went into the oil sector in this country. Go to Angola, go to Gabon, in all African countries. Go and see how investors in the oil sectors have done so much in those countries, and we did not actually benefit from that. Why? It's because we lack the legislation that will encourage them to come. And now, when we start coming to be very sentimental about the issues of how we run the affairs of the oil-producing communities, I think we have ourselves also to blame, because if the federal government or the Nigerian government decided that, look, 13% of the reservation will go to the oil-producing communities in this country, then the creation of Ministry of Niger Delta, then the creation of NDDC, or UMPADEC, NDDC. I think there's so much to have been seen that has been done with all these resources that have gone to the Niger Delta oil-producing areas. I'm not against it. No senator is against that. But based on the advice from NMPC, where they said anything more than 3% will be very hard for these investors to take, because it's going to be given up on the cost of their production. So if that is the case, why don't we look at it? And then over time, when they have come in and invested, over time, but I have also to blame the leaders of those areas, because so much investment in terms of resources have been allocated to them. What have they done with this allocation? I think the people in those communities need to wake up, to challenge their leaders, to do the needful, because they don't do the needful. And we need to say it out.
All right, let me go on a quick break. There's so much to talk to you about. Let's go on a break. We'll come back and review. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your view will be right back.
Can you see me now? We're just having a good time, and I'm feeling so good tonight.
What you did? I dey come now. You go see me now. You go.
Call your body and everybody, yeah. Make we start to the corner. Where you now?
You go see me now.
Everybody they dance.
Where you there now? Oh, you go see me now. I'm fine, sir. Even me, I surprised.
Hey, where you at?
Hello, how are you?
Tell us one truth nobody knows.
I like to steam it from my mama's pot.
Glow, the best data plans in town. Dial *777#.
Chinedu! They'll be here on time. Chinedu!
Chinedu, come and play. Chinedu, come. Chinedu, let's play.
Right on time. Your loved ones will rush home for tasty meals prepared with Sonia tomato mix.
Yummy times 2.
It's so good eating together with the family.
Thanks to Sonia. Sonia tomato mix brings you together.
Somebody asked me.
It's here again, Equip Season 11, the annual online global music conference for choirs, music ministers, worship leaders, music pastors, instrumentalists, songwriters, and all lovers of gospel music. Facilitators are Donsi Onyekon, Pastor Kunle Ajayi, Onos Ario, Buchi, Dr. Soji Israel, USA, Pastor Chris Devan Guamna, and your host, Dr. Faith Ajiboye. Theme, Spiritual Songs. Date, Saturday, July 24th, 2021. Time, 2 p.m. Registration, choir, 10,000 naira. Individual, 2,000 naira. Pay to the account details on your screen. For enquiries, please call 0803-442-4883. Be equipped. Be empowered to do more. Powered by Today's Music Africa.
See, nurse, she's saying she feels unwell, despite my efforts to practice good hygiene.
Mom says washing hands to keep the germs away.
Washing hands is good, but surfaces can also have germs, and you shouldn't use just anything for cleaning them. Use Jik. Jig's formula has been scientifically proven to stay active for longer, giving you whitening and germ kill protection on a variety of surfaces. Disinfect to protect, just Jig it. Endorsed by National Association of Nigerian Nurses and Midwives.
In a world of a pandemic, the need to relieve stress cannot be overemphasized.
Pride Rock Entertainment presents the most entertaining, mind-blowing comedy event of the year. The Chronicles of Hush Baby Live returns. Ya Daddy 15, the vaccine edition. Taking place on the 25th of July at the prestigious Eko Hotel and Suites, Lagos. Time at 6 p.m. Comedy vaccines by Dr. Destalker, Dr. Igo Save, Dr. Akbororo, Dr. Dan the Humorous, Dr. Bucci, Dr. Tamama, and many more physicians. Music vaccines by Nigeria's music superstars. And on the wheels, your host, Hush Baby. For reservation and sponsorship, please call 0802-990-6500. Please note, this event is for a limited audience, with all COVID-19 protocols duly observed. Proudly supported by New Age Charger and TVC Max FM. Packaged by Larry Mako Events. Get vaccinated.
Thanks for staying with us. We still have the senator with us. Senator, YK has a question for you. Go ahead, YK.
You just said the people of the Niger Delta should hold their people accountable, their leaders accountable. I would have said you should say it is the government they should hold accountable, because it was the government that puts the money in the hands of those people and did not ensure that the money was spent well. The money was spent to restore the communities.
Thank you very much. When you said hold government responsible, who are you holding in government?
Federal government.
There are people that have been given these responsibilities. And in as much as they will discharge their responsibilities, there are organs, there are also others that play also similar, because government does not spend, government spends through a channel. What is the channel? Some of these things are spent. When you go to Ministry of Niger Delta or you go to NDDC, these are part of the areas. You can see so many proliferation of contracts, which of course we are waiting for the forensic auditing or forensic investigation they said they are doing to ascertain what has been done with all the trillions of naira they've collected. But what I'm saying in essence is that if I'm in a community and the government have decided to give a contract for road construction, and that road construction is not done in my community, I think we have every right to challenge who the contractor is, or we go to those authorities that gave out this contract to know what is the fate of the road that you have given, how much have been expended. But nobody does that. We are very docile in terms of trying to find out what has been done in our communities.
Right.
It's not done elsewhere.
All right.
We're supposed to, yeah.
Okay, Senator.
Yep.
So for me, I find politics too much for me to handle. So when it came out, when it was reported concerning the petroleum bill, it was now reported that the northern members of, the northern senators had, it made it look like they had all come together, almost like a gang up against the southern senators concerning this bill. And I'm wondering, their party affiliations, you're from different parties. When it comes to something as serious as this, for a group of people who have said they need this particular percentage because of what their communities are going through, they're asking for this percentage because that's what their people are asking of them to ask from the House. Why doesn't the party affiliation work towards pushing that agenda? Instead, it seems like almost immediately there's a divide along north and southern senators.
I actually want to disagree with you, because one person that I've also been looking forward to seeing how the oil-producing communities can be assisted to meet up the challenges. When you go there, there is no night, no day. I have been to Obagi, I have been to, because I have a stint with El Petroleum for some time, and I know the condition of all those areas. When you go, you see it's really devastated, and I don't see why the Northern Caucus will decide that let's gang up against the oil-producing areas. No, it's not true. I told you, whatever we did was we've been guided by the data and reports from the experts and from the National Petroleum Corporation, because they are the key holders of these investments and they know where the problem is. And we did it in the pure interest of this nation. I can assure you that over time, they will bring for an amendment and we are going to amend it. But let's encourage the investors to come in first, and then we see how they perform, how the whole sector will be. And for the oil sector, I mean, for the communities, I'm telling you, nobody is against the communities having what they should. It's not only 5% from the production cost, I mean, production of the oil investors. There is also gas flaring. There is something they will take from the petroleum that is going to the market. Also, they are going to get certain percentage. So it's not all that. I think people need to study this thing and then make some kind of appraisal on what we have done instead of being sentimental to saying north and south. Why are we still talking about north and south? I mean, this is what divides us. This is what always creates a problem. This is what they say, oh, politicians. And majority of the people doing this thing are not the politicians.
Right.
I mean, we should have this country.
Let me come to you concerning the issue of restructuring. Nigerians generally agree there should be some kind of restructuring because they feel that at the time we came together as a nation, all stakeholders didn't really participate in the conversation. And they feel it's time for us to have a renegotiation of this marriage called Nigeria. Yes, we had a confab during Jonathan's time, but we are having a lot of gridlock within the Senate. What are your views on restructuring?
Thank you very much. But you know one thing about the restructuring that we are talking about all the time, or the evolution of power we talk about all the time, is when there is either change of government, when it's closer to change of government, you hear people shouting about restructuring, devolution. I can give you a very good example. When President Jonathan was the president in this country, there was a national conference. And that would have been a very good opportunity for him to be able to say, okay, let's now devolve this country. But, I mean, if he hasn't done it, and then now, when Obasanjo was there for 8 years, he hasn't done it. Is it only when the president from a particular side of the country is there that people shout about devolution, about restructuring, about this, about marriage, or unintended marriage, about forceful marriage, about what have you? Look, we are a country. And if we want to move, we must remove those things that divide us away. We must shift them away and bring those things that can unite us by bringing some ideas that will build this country. I'm not against devolution. I'm not against restructuring. But what are we restructuring? We have representatives of the people. We have the House of Representatives. We have the state assemblies. We have the National Assembly. What are we talking about? We have representatives of the people. Whoever felt aggrieved, whoever felt that it needs for a change, let him bring up a proposal. And that is what we are doing with the constitutional review. Who is heading the constitutional review? Is it somebody from the north? Somebody is the person heading constitutional review is somebody from the other divide of the country. So what are we talking about?
Okay.
I mean, when you ask those status, tell us what devolution of power is.
Okay. Let me get a few more questions in for you, sir. Yes, go ahead.
Excuse me, sir. You say you're not against restructuring, but what are we restructuring? Yep. If you're not against it, then why are you asking what are we restructuring? And then you spoke about Jonathan.
No, you need.
Excuse me, let me finish.
You
spoke about Jonathan and Obasanjo.
You need to define what you need to be structured. You need to define what needs to be structured.
So let me help you define it, sir. Resource, sir.
Restructuring what you
Honorable.
need to be structured.
Okay, Honorable Musa, we're having a conversation. Honorable Musa, no problem. I love this conversation because it's important that people like you engage people like us so that we have a clearer understanding, because the objective is for us to help convey your message to the Nigerian people every morning. So help me understand. Our definition of restructuring is part of resource control, number one. The fact that devolution, we want state policing or regional policing. We want a situation whereby there's gender equality. We want a whole constitutional review that reflects us as a people. So when we say restructuring, it is quite defined. Even the Southwestern governors have somewhat been able to define what they mean as self-determination. So that is what restructuring means to a lot of people from the various regions of the country.
Okay, can I come in now?
Yes, sir, please.
Okay, when you are talking about restructuring, I'm very happy that you define some of the aspects of the areas you want to be restructured. Yeah. You talked about the state police, you talked about resource control, you talked about gender equality. These are areas that I believe today, when you ask any member of the Constitutional Review panel that we have, the Constitutional Review Committee we have, the special committee we have in the National Assembly, will tell you there are bills in respect to these agitations. And let me tell you, the beauty of democracy is you bring your demands, and people will table it. When they see reason to go ahead with it, they'll go ahead with it. If they see any reason to take part of it and amend, they will take part of it and amend. I can assure you the 9th Senate is doing the same thing. Omo Agege's led committee has tabled all these things in the subcommittee that we have, which I am also a member. And I know that we have deliberated, like the state police, already we have deliberated on it at the sub-level. And also the issue of resource control, where we're supposed to now talk about how much derivation will be increased. Was it going to be increased? Is it going to be reduced? What do we do? How do we revolve it? How do we make it? And then we talked about also issues of agriculture. Is it okay for the federal government to maintain the issue of, taking agriculture? Is it okay for federal government to continue on road construction all over the country? These are areas, if the center is so strong, what do we need to do? All these things are already tabled before the Constitutional Review Committee. And when we are doing it this way, I think we have institutionalized the whole demands. Instead of people shouting and everyone saying we need restructuring, and nobody gives a definition of what they want.
Right.
But like what she said, I think these are three issues. The gender equality, I know of a legislator, a senator who has been fighting for that in the Senate, and she's also a member of this subcommittee. And I know that there are a lot of proposals on that aspect as well, whereby they are.
We have very little time, sir, and I want to get in more questions for you. So I can finish up.
Yeah,
please go ahead.
Because
go ahead.
I didn't finish my question because you spoke about Obasanjo and Jonathan, and that is now because we have a president from another region. But two wrongs don't make a right. First of all, they did speak about it during Jonathan's time, and that was why he set up the National Confab. And now they're still agitating for it, and they didn't do it during election. They've been agitating for about 2 years now.
And that is the reason why we are doing it in the Constitutional Review Committee. That's why we are taking all these issues, and we don't have anybody interfering with what we are doing with our legislative activities. We are doing it without any interference, and we will do it. And we have representation from all the 36 states plus FCT. And I believe that we are all Nigerians, we are on the table, and we are coming out with something that Nigerians will believe. And then gradually, even the United States that have over 200 or 300 years of democracy, they are doing it bit by bit, and we are going to do it bit by bit. When we take this part today, we will not be there permanently. Some other people will come and we'll be at the side and we'll see what is going on. So I think it's a gradual thing.
Senator, please, I want to take us to security. One thing that everybody can agree on in this country, we might not agree on percentage structure, we might not agree on devolution of power, we might not agree on state policy, but we can agree that we have a major security challenge across the country. Your state has been plagued with several kidnapping of people in their schools, banditry. It is not just your state. While your state has been in the news negatively, many other states have been suffering from one form of insecurity challenge or the other. What would you say? Would you agree that our security apparatus currently has failed us? And what would you say is the right line of action? Can we agree on this one, on where we are going forward? How can we protect Nigerians? How can we secure more investors to come into Nigeria?
I agree with you absolutely that our security situation is very fragile. And this has been one of the things that I've been doing since the 2 years I have been in the Senate. There is no week that will pass without me putting a motion against one security situation or the other in this country. And I can tell you vividly, I'm a member of the governing party, APC. And I can tell you that I stood up to put a motion calling for a state of emergency on the matters of security in this country. Because, look, it is not about sentiment. It is not about you and I. It's about this nation as a whole. Our people have been killed daily. Our people have been attacked daily. Their livelihood have been destroyed. So many things. Little children have been kidnapped by hoodlums. So I can tell you that we are in the same page on the issue of security, and we believe that we need to resuscitate our armed forces and to make them more effective. We need to restructure in terms of areas of needs, because today we need technology to go in line with what we are doing in terms of security in this country. We need our policing system to change. We need community policing, just like you find in advanced communities, in advanced countries. Yes, I'm not against having a state police, but how do we manage a state police when national police has become even an issue in terms of investment? When we don't invest in security, we don't invest in manpower development of this aspect, we are bound to have these issues. Technology must play a key role. And when we talk about technology playing a key role, that means we must have training and retraining of our personnel, both in the armed forces and the policing. So these are areas that the Senate has sat down and
I have two more questions for you, sir.
Set up a ad hoc committee.
I have to run. Yes, go ahead, ma'am.
Okay, so Senator, let me just take us back to the Electoral Amendment Bill. So one thing I find displeasing really is that every time we talk about development or wanting to do something new, we throw the North as a cop-out. Oh, it's impossible in the North because there's no network. It's impossible in the North because we don't use phones. Why do we always seem to go that route? Instead of, the North is lacking in this. We need to work on how to provide the resources, the infrastructure, so that the North can be part of this process that is ongoing.
Okay.
We have also called out the people of the South, the Niger Delta, to hold their leaders accountable. We are also holding the Northern leaders accountable for the level of poverty, illiteracy, lack of healthcare, constantly, year in, year out, administration after administration is the same story.
I'm happy that you you are taking me on this. I will tell you, I happen to be a member of the Foreign and Local Debt Committee in the Senate. I happen to be a member of the Finance Committee in the Senate. And I can tell you that I know so much about what is going on in terms of communication because I run an ICT company. It was my company that introduced the first system of technology they are using in election management in Nigeria. So when you are talking about technology in the North or technology in the South, I will tell you vividly that yes, there's a problem there. When you are looking at the National Optic Fiber project that was laid, which sector of the country got it? You will need to go and do your research. And you cannot, when the infrastructure is not there, there's no way you'll be able to deploy anything. So when you are talking about North-South in terms of having communication, yes, because of the economic activities going on in Lagos, we need communication, we need technology very well. But if you look at it, the practicability of this internet connectivity across Nigeria is something that you need to observe, you need to know. Yes, we have 2G, we have 3G, we have 4G. Even in Niger State, which is very proximate here to Abuja, you can go to so many communities, so many local government areas. You cannot have data. You cannot have network.
Why? Why is that the case?
When we are talking about election, we are talking about real-time commitment in bringing out all this solution at a particular time. When we are doing election is done within a particular
time. Why have the governors not been able to bring economic activity to those states?
Stop hanging there, because we have to cut up on this. We have just a few seconds left. But I heard that you're running to become the national chairman. Is that true? You want to leave the lawmaker work into partisanship. Why is that?
Let me tell you what is happening in this country today. Without a very strong and solid party, political party in this country, what we have today, without having a solid political structure, I'm telling you, even the governors, the people you produce as administrators, you produce as governors, will definitely fail you in terms of implementing what those parties' ideologies should be. And I'm telling you, without any mix of words here, what we are seeing today, if we have a very structured party like what we have in the United Kingdom and United States, I'm telling you, all the mess that we are facing today will not be there. Because, look, you must be held accountable. It is not when you have big posts, then you have big office. It shouldn't be the case. And this is the reason why we felt, look, the restructuring should not just be that, oh, I want to be. No, it's not you want to be. Go to the party that means well. Go and see how the party runs. We don't even do a bicameral conference in this country. We don't do midterm conferences in this country. We don't do anything. So,
Senator,
I mean,
we
our
run out
party
of time.
structure needs to change.
Yes, we run out of time. I think we enjoyed this conversation with you. We have to bring you back because you just raised another issue of party structure. And we have issues like ideology. People should be camping from here. So there's so much to talk to you about. We'd love to have, we need a part 2 with you, sir. Because I like the fact that we are getting information from you and we are understanding the perspective and mentality of many of our lawmakers. So it's good. Thank you very much, sir, for sharing your time with us this morning. Baraka de Salah to you and your family.
I appreciate you, and I'm looking forward to more challenges, especially from the other lady.
All right, thank you, sir. All right, that's all we can take on the show. Have a lovely day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.
We are StarTimes, the most affordable digital pay TV platform with the widest signal coverage in Nigeria, dedicated to bringing the best TV entertainment around the world to your screen. From Hollywood to Bollywood to Nollywood, we offer the most affordable subscription. Enjoy over 75 channels for as low as 1,700 naira, like Nat Geo Wild, BBC, ESPN, and premium sports like Emirates FA Cup, La Liga, Bundesliga, wrestling. What's more exciting? We have the most flexible payment options in Nigeria. Don't dull. Join us now for an exciting journey. StarTimes. Enjoy digital life.
The following is a paid presentation by ShopX TV.
Do you spend the night trying to get comfortable? Your knees rub bone on bone. Your back and hips ache. You wake up in pain? Not anymore. ShopX TV is proud to introduce the Contour Legacy Pillow, the patented, ergonomically designed tapered leg pillow that naturally fits the contours of your legs, knees, and thighs to help align your spine and alleviate pain. Watch when you sleep on your side. Your leg falls forward, twisting your pelvis and lower back, putting pressure on your spine, hip, and sciatic. But the Contour Legacy Pillow cushions your knees and cradles your legs, relieving stress on joints while restoring your lower back alignment. Sleeping on your side, your leg comes over and puts you out of alignment, causing lower back pain, hip pain, even knee pain. By using the Contour Legacy Pillow, it restores the natural alignment of the spine, helping to alleviate pain and pressure, leading to much more restful sleep. Old-fashioned leg pillows are bulky, fall out and get caught on the sheets, but the anatomical design of the Legacy Pillow fits perfectly the shape of your body the way nature intended. You can even use two together for full leg alignment. Legacy Pillow is exclusively ventilated, so it always stays cool and dry. With top crescent design, it cuddles up to you perfectly and easily moves with you. Ordinary pillows go flat, but the Legacy Pillow is made up of soft memory foam, so it never loses its shape and the cover is machine washable. You could end up paying a fortune on medical bills trying to fix spine and hip issues. But if you call the number on your screen now or visit our website shopxtv.com, you can get your Contour Legacy Pillow for just 24,950 naira. But wait! If you call now, we'll also give you the amazing Contour Head Pillow at no extra charge. The Contour Head Pillow's soothing, orthopedic support will cradle your neck and head for full spine alignment. That's one Contour Legacy Pillow and one Contour Head Pillow for just 24,950 naira. And that's not all. Place your order now and we'll also deliver your set of Contour Head and Leg Pillows with no shipping charge. That's free delivery across Nigeria. ShopX TV is proud to introduce the Contour Legacy Pillow, the patented, ergonomically designed tapered leg pillow that naturally fits the contours of your legs, knees, and thighs to help align your spine and alleviate pain. But hurry! This is an exclusive ShopX TV offer and only available for a limited period. So call now while stocks last. Your rest is your wealth.
The proceeding was a paid presentation by ShopX TV.
ti tàn kọ́ lè jọra wọn. Àfọwọ́yí ẹ̀dá kò lè yí padà o. Káyà lágbèjà forí ká má bá ṣe ra wa. Ilẹ̀kùn a máa rí inú ríta. Ilẹ̀kùn ní ilẹ̀kùn a máa rí inú ríta. Kádàrá ò ṣe yí padà káyà lásìmí. Àgbẹ̀jẹ̀ forí oyè ẹlẹ́dùn àbọ̀ ti tàn kọ́ lè jọra wọn. Àfọwọ́yí ẹ̀dá kò lè yí padà o.